Welcome to the locker room. Doing something a little different. Do a little bit of watch party, have some fun with it. I'll be watching the Pittsburgh Penguins versus the Boston Bruins at Fenway. I really like how this has become more of a tradition now. Coming outdoor games, I feel like are such a fun part of hockey and just a fun part of the NHL. And I definitely would love to have you here with me um, with the show. So I think we're gonna have a lot of fun here watching the game. Obviously, I can't show footage because that's how you get your channel taken down. And yeah, I mean, this is gonna be good. I think they always have it pretty good setup in Fenway Park, especially at a historical Fenway Park. Let's just call it what it is. It's a beautiful setup they always have. I'm really excited. I love the old school jerseys. Not to sound biased, I think I'm a little bit more preference for the Bruins, but yeah, this is a really, really, really good setup. I love how the Bruins came in with the Red Sox old school jerseys. This is going to be a lot of fun to watch. Um, Allmark getting the start in net. I don't think anyone is going to be surprised by that. Chris Letang's not playing he's out. Going to be home with his family due to his father passing, so I think that's kind of good. Spend time with family. But yeah, I'm looking forward to watching this live. It should be a lot of fun. Appreciate everyone that kind of pops in and has some fun with it. It's gonna be interesting to see how this game goes. The Bruins lost in overtime to the Buffalo Sabres, or I should say shootout. But man, look at this setup. This is so cool how they transform this into a hockey locker room. That's pretty sick. But yeah, the Bruins just coming off a loss. Pittsburgh looking to kind of start stabilizing themselves and kind of make that run for the playoffs here. By the way, I want to say a big thank you for everyone that's come by the channel. This has been absolutely amazing growth. I can't put into words how much it means to me. It's just been fun. Lance Milken, what's going on, man? Let's go Bruins. Yeah, let's go, man. I'm looking forward to it, man. I have to Boston with a hat trick. I'm thinking that could happen. Boston's been absolutely on fire. And it's going to be interesting because that whole report that came out that turned out to be false, because I guess that's reporting these days. We're not going to just tell the truth. We're going to say sensationalist stuff to make it an issue. But yeah, I think I'm really excited for Pasta. I'm hoping they can kind of figure out a deal with him soon. I'd rather them get it done in the season instead of go to UFA because then everyone gets a chance to sign him. Yeah, I think Pasta is going to be absolutely electric. And I love Allmark. Now, I was a Bruins fan for my whole life. I loved Byron Dafoe's pads, so I love how he did a little bit of a homage to Byron Dafoe with his pads there. That is so sick. I just think this is going to be a lot of fun. I wish there was a way in which I could kind of just stream it and not have to worry about it. But yeah, that will get my channel taken down with the quickness. So let me pop this up because sometimes the YouTube stuff it's not as great when it kind of comes to. I want to make sure I get everything in the chat here. Okay. So I'm wondering, it's not too bad. I actually literally I live near Boston. I'm in Foxborough. It's actually not bad weather at all today. I think it's in the 50s. Well, it's 49 degrees out here, so probably around, high 40s, mid 50s in Boston. Probably a little bit more heat in Boston due to all the buildings and stuff like that. But yeah, I think it's going to be a good hockey game. It's going to be fun to watch. I'm hoping that there's no rain or anything. I don't think there's any rain on the forecast here. Shouldn't be. Let's see, just to make sure. Actually, I'll go to Boston forecast just to make sure. But yeah, it should be a good game. Got some overcast today. Weather. Yeah, partly cloudy. 0 chance. Okay, good. 0% chance of rain. Yeah, it is a nice heat wave for thank you for the live chat today. My prediction for tomorrow's winner classic is Bruins win 5-3, possibly getting 2 goals. Let's go Bruins. Absolutely. I mean, I would love for the Bruins to win this game. 5-3. That'd be fantastic. And it's happening today, by the way. I don't know if that was a typo. I just want to make sure it's actually going to be on here in a few minutes. So just so you don't miss it. And yeah, it is mini faker. It is a really nice little heat wave. It's like 50 degrees out. It's not terrible. You probably want it like around the 30s. Just make it easier for the ice. So hopefully the ice stays in good shape throughout the game. But since it's being in the 50s, most likely won't be the case. Yeah, unfortunately, it's. I think it will stay frozen with the refrigeration systems they have, but it's going to be a little bit hard to kind of keep up with the conditions on the ice. Let's see. Man, they make such a nice little setup here. It is wild to me, Wayne Gretzky being on NHL TNT. He greatest hockey player of all time. Having him on these broadcasts has been so nice. And then Bizinet, like with the Spit and Chicklets personality and what he's developed, he's been absolutely fantastic. They are to me have been the most interesting iteration of a pregame when it comes to national broadcast, because before they used to be so boring, but I like more personality now. Definitely way more personality, not as boring. They're shooting it from the top of the green monster. This is funny. The whole pucks. So, y'all that watch, I appreciate you guys stopping by. It's awesome. So your prediction, okay, you predict the Bruins 3-2. I think I'm torn, because if it's a little warm up, the ice will probably get a little bit chippy, right? Not as refined. A little choppy, I should say. I'll say 4-3 because I think there's going to be some wonky goals in this game. I don't think it's going to be a clean game, especially after the first period when they start skating on it quite a bit. But yeah, I think it's going to be like a 4-3. I think 3-2, 4-3. That's a good one. Yeah, no, Linus is getting the start today for the Winter Classic. He's definitely starting today. They kind of announced that. Swayman was in the promotional, and I think that's why some people got kind of confused that, like, oh, well, is Swayman going to start? He was in the ad with Crosby. But, you can't deny, like, Linus is the best goaltender in the NHL right now. He's been on an absolute heater. He's been playing fantastic for the Bees. So, yeah, he's definitely going to be the guy that starts today. And I think, I'll say this. I think Swayman's getting a little bit unnecessarily roasted by some of the Bruins fans. Not everybody, but some of them. They're kind of comparing him and Ullmark and not understanding why he can't put up even somewhat similar numbers to Ullmark. Let's be very fair here. I don't think when it comes to Swayman, he's still a very young goalie. He's still developing. I think there's a lot of promise there. And let's be very, very frank here. He's got a lot of promise, and I think he will be the future in net for the Bruins. It's just going to take time. It really is. It's just going to take time for him to kind of come into his own. He's still like 23, 24. I just got to give goalies time. I mean, Ullmark is kind of an example of that, right? Like, yeah, he wasn't on the best teams when it came to Buffalo, but he's, just an age comparison. Like, Ullmark's 29, and Swayman's only 24. He's a young goalie, and I think there's just still promise. Yeah, this season has not been the way in which they expected it to go, but I just think it's going to take time. And his last 3 games before last night he was playing pretty well, and then just not so much against Buffalo. Jake DeBrusk. I like Jake DeBrusk's game quite a bit. It is kind of baffling why. I don't know why Cassidy had him constantly in the doghouse. I think you could see the flashes of talent there. You could see the effort. You could see the speed. And I never really necessarily understood why he was always in the doghouse for Cassidy. Didn't mean to mark that. But I think he's been great. I mean, the stats don't lie. What has he got? Let me look real quick. Yeah, and 35 games played, 14 goals, 14 assists, 28 points. Like, he's producing really good. I think Jake DeBrusk is only 26 years old. He should be getting better. It seems like his effort's more here this season. I mean, when I used to watch him in previous seasons, I don't know if it's because he was just constantly in the friggin' doghouse, but it just seemed like just the effort wasn't always there. And this year, maybe it's because he's been solidified on that line with Bergeron and Marchand and there's not been constant turmoil. I mean, you're getting the best out of Jake DeBrusk. And I think by allowing Pastrnak to be on the second line, or quote-unquote second line, I don't really think there's a 1 and 2 on this team. I think they're both ones. You're able to lengthen the lineup when it comes to scoring. And that is so vitally important. It was one of those things I never understood why Krejci and Pastrnak didn't play with each other beforehand. I mean, that was something they wanted to happen, and they never did it. It did not make sense. But yeah, he has played great. Jake DeBrusk has played great thus far this season. That's everything you want out of your winger. You need him to play good. But yeah, I think DeBrusk will be good. I think that contract. I think if Cassidy stayed, DeBrusk would have been traded. That's what I think. But since Cassidy got traded, he rescinded his trade request, and I mean he's been playing great ever since. Can't complain about it at all. That's a good point by Wayne Gretzky. Mario Lemieux definitely should be on the all-time. He was fantastic. It's unfortunate what happened with him with his career, with injuries and treatments. Just the guy could not get a break, like at all. Mario Lemieux was a fantastic hockey player. Absolutely fantastic. Yeah, I definitely would have to agree. I feel like Cassidy's not a bad coach. He's not a bad coach at all, so don't get that misconstrued what I'm about to say. I just think you needed a new voice in that room. For whatever reason, it just didn't seem like it was the same passion. I can't really knock Cassidy because he's done a very good job in Vegas. I just think it was time for a change. That's kind of the same thing would happen with Claude Julien when he got kind of put out to pasture. I still think Claude Julien was a good coach. I still think that there was a lot of great things about him as a coach. There was time for a change. I mean, look at Vegas. Vegas in 39 games played, 25 wins, 12 losses, 2 overtime for 52 points. They're leading. They're tied for the lead right now in the Western Conference for the best team. In Boston, 28 games. 36 games, 28 wins, 4 losses, 4 overtime losses for 60 points. Like, both teams have done well. I think it just kind of came. You just needed a new voice in that room for sure. I think that's sometimes kind of understated. I don't think it's necessarily a fault thing. And also, to be fair, I think Montgomery, I would have to say, is a more positive voice. I think Cassidy could be a little bit too harsh at times. I think with some young players that turn them off. I know these guys are getting paid millions of dollars, but there is some type of like psychological side of the game where you need to understand each player has a different personality. So, absolutely think it's going to go well. Oh, man, my co-host Alex Vijardo just messaged us here. Actually, I'll give a quick call. I'm on air, dude, so I just figured I'd give you, doing
Send
this.
me the link.
Send you.
I'll
Oh,
be on in like 15 minutes.
oh, wait, you getting home early?
I told him I had a show to do.
Oh shit, let's go. All right, cool. This will be good. It's on TNT, by the way. Just so you
That's
know.
fine.
Okay, perfect, man. So,
Yeah, so
go ahead.
I'll be there shortly. I'm just gonna only grab something real quick to eat, and then I'll be on.
Awesome, man. I'm looking for this. Could be fun to watch this. All right, sweet. I'll send you the link over there on Discord, and we'll go from there.
All right, cool.
Later, bud.
Man. Later.
All right, that's gonna be great. That's gonna be great. Sweet. Let me send him the link. Oh, absolutely fantastic. Let's see. All right, cool. That's gonna be big. It'll be fun. Winter Classic 2023. This is gonna be good. Oh, really? Yeah, that's funny. He's never gonna live that down. He's never gonna live down that whole licking situation at all, which I don't really blame people for. Seven defensemen, huh? That's a weird. That's weird. Seven defensemen for the Pittsburgh Penguins. That's going to be very interesting. Double shifts. That is definitely the truth. You definitely do not see that every day. Bru- Bruins better win. What are your thoughts on Swayman playing like? Okay, well, I mean, he hasn't. It's weird because the 3 games before Buffalo, he played very well. He's young. He's only 24 years old. He's played really good at the NHL level. I think he's just in a rough stretch. And I'm not going to give up on hope for him. I think the promise is still there. He just needs to be more consistent as a goaltender at the NHL level because he'll make some fantastic saves and then there'll just be like that really soft one that goes in that you can't have happen. I mean, Olmark is shown that he's going to be the number one here for a while, especially until his contract runs out. And it allows, kind of like the Tim Thomas, Tuukka Rask situation where you were allowed to bring Rask along a little bit slower. That's probably what's going to happen here. I think Swayman kind of maybe would have been better off sitting another season down the A, but I think it's just going to take time. He's a young goalie, has a lot of promise. I mean, it's all there. It's all proven that this guy is going to be a very good NHL goaltender. I just think he needs to kind of get out of his own head, and a lot of goaltending is mental. It really is. A lot of it is mental, where maybe he's overthinking, maybe he's just too tense. I don't know. He seems very unsure of himself. Is the best way to put it right now. So let's see here. The only bad thing about streaming is it's just a bunch of blank noise. Yeah, and that's where I agree with you, Perico, because it's just I think he played really well last season. He did extremely well. I mean, last year in because I don't count the 10 game stretch where he had a 945 save percentage because that's a very small sample size. Last year to me was his true rookie season. 39 starts, 23 wins, 14 losses, 914 save percentage, and 2.41 goals against. That's all you can ask for at your goaltender. And this year it's been rougher in 12 game starts, 7-3-3, 897 save percentage at 2.68. Like he's got to be better, but I think the potential is still there. I mean, I watched him play in Maine quite a bit. Um, Really good goaltender. I mean, would he have been maybe better off sitting down in the AHL, getting a little bit more seasoning? Probably, but when you have a guy come up in 10 games, have a 945 save percentage, like you're pretty indicative of like he's going to be the future. And I still think that's the case. The talent's there. It definitely is. Just maybe the mental aspect where he's just got to refine. And Allmark went in years where he wasn't the hottest thing, and he would get hurt or he would have lapses. It just takes time. There's a human element to this. Goaltenders also usually do not hit their prime until like their later 20s. I mean, look at Allmark. Allmark's having a banner year, and he's 29 years old. Tim Thomas even before that. I'd be interested. So, what do you guys think about Fenway Park as a Winter Classic destination? Because I love it. I absolutely love it. Like right in the middle of down, like right in the middle of the city. I went to the one back. Oh, when was it? When they played the Penguins. Was it the Penguins? I'm trying to remember, but I remember going to a Winter Classic game, and it was fantastic. It was cold though. The day I went was super cold. It was actually kind of uncomfortable. And the day before I went to the alumni game as well. It was really just a fun experience. There's this is such a fun experience, and especially when like they're just memorable for everyone involved, the players, the fans. I mean the problem is the Bruins. He wouldn't clear waivers. Jeremy Swayman would not. He's no longer waiver exempt because he's played so many games now. He would not clear waivers, and I mean, to me, if that was the point, right? Keith Kincaid's there in the AHL. He's still doing pretty well. I mean, he played good in the one game he played. I would give a kick at the can at him if Swayman was still waiver wire exempt, but I don't think you, for a bad stretch, put your goalie of the future on waivers. That's just going to be a bad, bad decision. Man, this is going to be good. It's weird Pittsburgh with 7 defensemen though. So Crosby and Malkin are definitely going to see some extra ice time. Carter might be a fourth line center at some point, so that's going to be interesting. I don't really know if I like the 7D man thing. I just feel like it can kind of be get the team out of flow. I could be incorrect, but I don't know. Playing hockey, I had a coach do that one time, and it was like, not so much fun. Quick question: what does everyone think about the Bruins Winter Classic jerseys? I actually like them. I like the old school retro look. Um, Nice and clean. I love how they introed with the old school Red Sox jerseys. I said that before, but that was pretty sick. I liked it. There was a lot to like there. Man, come on, let's get this puck started, man. Let's go. Let's go. Drop this puck. 20 minutes. I could have just started the stream like 5 minutes ago. Here we go. Sharky Coil at the Winter Class. That's funny. That's funny. This is going to be a good game. Weather's not going to be too bad. Surprised those guys aren't sweating with all those jackets on. It's not that cold out. Hopefully we get some flashes of, prime Byron Defoe. Oh, so you weren't a fan of that logo. What's that? What's the nickname for that one? The meth bear? Yeah, the meth bear. I mean, yeah, I could see that. I think it fits the motif though. It looks actually pretty good with those colors. I think the Penguins jersey. I think they weren't kind of like the Pittsburgh Pirates. I don't know. I just wasn't. I'm not a fan of the Penguins jersey on this. To be honest with you. Yeah, you know what? For the reverse retro with the poop air, I'll agree that grew on me. I maybe it's because it was a different color. Because I had the original one with the it's just not the greatest looking jersey, but the white. I don't know, just something about that white jersey. It looks very clean for the Bruins on that reverse retro. Yeah, these look cool. Look at this Byron Defoe shout out pads. Oh my God. Another commercial. I just want to watch the damn game. God damn it. I just want to watch the game. Oh, man. Let's go. Yeah, I'm excited. This is going to be fun. I appreciate everyone stopping by watching. This is definitely going to be a little bit of fun. And it is going to be a lot of... I wonder how good the ice is going to be. Especially being in the 50s right now, I wonder how much it can kind of keep up, and the ice surface won't turn into too choppy. That's going to be interesting to see. So hopefully they have a good system in place. My co-host, Fajardo, is going to be coming along here shortly. So it'll be kind of good to have me and him watch the game back to back and kind of, go from that. So, man, again, getting a little bit more viewers here. This is kind of crazy. So, appreciate everyone stopping by. Should be good. I honestly like the Bruins first logo, the one that Bruins. Yeah, that P Bruins jersey is pretty nice. The Amica Center. I do like that. I actually like how the P Bruins kind of go with it a little bit different. It's the same, but it's a little bit different. Hey, welcome up there, Derpy. Appreciate you, man. You're new here. Appreciate you stopping by. I'm gonna try to do like one game a week, not just Bruins games, but a lot of different other games as well. So if you're new to the channel, I appreciate you subscribing, checking this out. We're trying to do daily uploads, like 1 or 2 videos, 1-2 videos a week. I'm sorry, a week. 1-2 videos a day, and then hopefully a little bit more depending on it goes. Yeah, I agree. I think the outdoor appeal to it is just otherworldly because it's so cool. Like playing on the ponds, playing on outdoor rinks. Growing up playing hockey, like played hockey my whole life. It's just such a different experience. It's just something so like pure about it. It's just so much fun. So I agree. Oh, here we go. We're going with the anthem here. Boston Pops Conductor. This is going to be good. Oh, not the anthem, just the introduction. Oh, a little fireworks. All right. This is pretty cool. 2-2-1 record in outdoor games. Hopefully that's 2-3-1 after this game. For my sake. I'm not biased or anything, right? Oh, that's interesting. Oh, so they kind of have. Oh, that's kind of cool. They have the so it's essentially on the first line, for first base, third base line. Simulation there. Oh, dude, I love that mask, the Andy Bogue. That's such a killer mask. Yeah, the Whalers were kind of cool. Always like Jake DeBruski's a star in the making. Hey, but don't make the same mistake like you did with Sig. Oof, 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 oof. We don't mention that. Oh, oof. Well, to be fair, Sagan hasn't really lived up to his end of the. Well, I mean, he's been okay there. He's been pretty good in Dallas. That would be fair of me to say. He's been pretty good there. Um, they should give Pasta 100 million check on the ice. Just yeah, I don't want him to go to the UFA personally. I'm done with that. Is sign him in the season. Make sure you lock him up. He's the future of your franchise. You just need to get him signed. It's interesting. Yeah, they actually kept up with the Excel Center pretty decently. I went to a Hartford Wolfpack game a couple of years ago. It's not too bad at all. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't disagree. We didn't get the return on Sagan we should have got. Absolutely. Hamilton, same situation. Yeah, I mean to be fair, like we did deal Kessel and probably not the greatest return, but we did get what like uh we got Tuukka Rask from Toronto for like essentially nothing in that one trade. It's interesting. Kessel's still in the league. I think if he took conditioning seriously, like I think Kessel could have been even better. But I think he's had a fantastic career, Iron Man. I think Dougie, I think Dougie Hamilton for the Bees fans could be divisive of opinion. For me, I could kind of take it or leave it with Dougie. I thought he was a solid defender. I think in the right situation, but it seems like he jumps from team to team. I don't know if that's like a personality thing, locker room stuff. I couldn't tell you. I'm not going to speculate completely, but just for whatever reason, he moves around quite a bit. Because what was it? Calgary, Devils, Carolina, right? I'm trying to remember now. Like he's moved around so goddamn much. I can't even keep up with it. It's, at this point, where's he playing now? Dougie Hamilton. He's New Jersey now. That's right. That's right. That's right. Yeah, he played for the Bruins, Flames, Hurricanes. Now it's the Devils. That's right. That's right. I don't know why I blanked on that. Oh, Jason Veritek and Tim Wakefield. They should have got Doug Mirabelli there because Veritek couldn't catch Wakefield's knuckleball. Friday, no injuries. Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, this team's deep enough to win a cup. 100%. Same with. Yeah, Lucic, we definitely benefited trading him when we did. If we didn't, we would have been strong. We would have strong cap by that deal. I like this little intro. This is nice. Number 4, Bob Orr. What a legend. Absolute icon. Could be in the discussion for greatest player of all time. Definitely the greatest Bruins player of all time. That guy was phenomenal. The pitchers out. Two of the best captains in the league. Bergeron and Crosby. Wait a minute, what is going on here? First pitch or something? Absolutely agree. Yeah. Bobby Orr was one of the classiest players. Look at that. Nice save by Veritek. This is a great one. All right. Only took us, it's going to be like about 35 minutes until actually getting to the game, so this should be good. But all jokes aside, that's a really good, I like that ceremony. All right, man. Appreciate you stopping by, man. Enjoy watching the game. Appreciate it, man. That's awesome. So let's see here. We got a little bit of time here to kill. We got a few more minutes. Let's see. Boston Bruins. It's going to be interesting to see what the Penguins do here. Because I'm kind of a little bit surprised that they went with the 7 defensemen. Like, the Penguins need to start turning it around here, for sure. They aren't doing so hot. They're just outside. I mean, they're top 2 in the wild card. But the Islanders are right there behind them. They have 2 games in hand on the Islanders. Yeah, I mean, Penguins need to start turning it around a bit more here. Because in the top 3 in the Atlantic, you have Boston, Toronto, Tampa Bay. Then you're in the Metro, you have Carolina, New Jersey, Washington. And then for the wild card, you have the Rangers, Pittsburgh, 1 and 2. Islanders at 3, same point total, but 2 games in hand. Well, Pittsburgh has 2 games in hand, so yeah, I mean, this is going to be very interesting. They really need to kind of step it up. A dark horse for me right now is the Buffalo Sabres. They just beat Boston in a shootout the other night. And, I mean, they have all the offensive talent in the world. They're really good. If they could kind of figure out and shore up their back end, that team would be extremely lethal. It really would be. They just need to kind of figure that out and start playing a better two-way game here. It's just there's so much potential there. It's actually kind of ridiculous if you think about it. Like with Tage Thompson, that guy's a video game character for sure. Let's see here. All right, here we go. Let's hope we get to the actual game here, son. Excuse me. It's actually a good day to have this. Like, if you're a fan, it's not miserable out. All right, here we getting the puck drop here. Bergeron versus Crosby for the faceoff. Let's go, boys. Nice win by Bergy. Good hustle by DeBrusque here. Ooh, that was a little dangerous there. So 49 degrees, okay. All right, good presser here. Look at this. Carlo up. Ooh, bad pass. That was a really bad pass by Carlo. Good save, Allmark. Oh, there's pasta. And Jari just gloves that. Oh, I gotta like the old school look by the coaches here. Like the jackets. Mike Sullivan. I remember when he was with the P Bruins. Charlie Coyle here. Frederick, I will say, has definitely added a little bit nice diversity to that third line. Is it OT or shoot? I'm probably mixing my games up now at this point. We got the Krejci line out here with Zaka and Pasta. I think they're gonna have to like keep it simple here. Get some shots on that. Keep up the forecheck. There you go, Pasta. McAvoy down here low. Cycling it. Good hustle there by Grizzlick there. Good pressure here. Come on, boys. Dig this out. Bergeron's got it. Get some low shots on net. I think the big thing with these outdoor games is just get lower shots, rebounds, keep it simple. You don't want to get too fancy here. Oh, nice try to keep that in, Marshy. All right, nice dump in by Hall. Hall, nice drive by Hall. Boston's been kind of keeping it mostly hemmed in their zone, but they haven't really kind of generated any offensive chances of like any lethality. Penguins kind of sitting up. I think Bruins going for a change here. Little floater there on Elmark. All right, boys. Craig Smith is. That's what we need more. Craig Smith, a little buzzing. We don't need him lackadaisical here. I wonder how the stamina is going to work for the forwards here. Pasternak with the flow. All right. All right, good here. Hall using speed. Yeah. Oh, that's McAvoy. Sorry. Nice drive by McAvoy. That's a bad turnover by Pasta, especially on a change. Great save, Allmark. Definitely gotta, be a little bit better with that transition. Oh man, they're just giving throwing some pizzas up the middle there, boys. All right, boys, gonna get this deep. Hall's first one in on it. And welcome to the show there, Alex. What's going on there, brother?
Not much, you already know.
That's it, man.
Had to get on here to watch this classic.
Absolutely, man.
Looks good so far.
Charlie McAvoy there. You're a little bit echoey. I don't know if you have this coming through the speakers.
I do not. Well, the game is.
Now you sound better for whatever reason. But, I mean, it seems like it's a solid game thus far. Bruins have been kind of maintaining a lot of pressure, but they really haven't gotten many opportunities.
Oh, there goes one. I mean, also, with the color scheme of the jerseys and everything, sometimes it could be a little difficult to like in the spur of the moment when you look up, to really, distinguish at first.
Yeah.
Just because of all the black stripes on both sides.
Nice shot by Berge.
Oh, yeah, you're behind. I forget.
Oh, am I behind you? That makes no sense because I'm, super close to this game.
13:55, 54.
Okay. I'll have to... next get a face-off. I'll restart.
Mm.
Oh. All right, let me restart this now, actually.
I'm not going to say anything. Don't worry about it. I won't ruin it.
No. Just gotta... Hopefully kind of
So when people hear me say that, I want people to understand that as a player, instinctively you're looking for certain things, to have a quicker reaction. So when there's a lot, that's why a lot of teams don't play with similar type jerseys or similar colored jerseys, because it throws them off. That's why even in soccer, right? In certain stadiums, they don't permit you to wear certain colors within the lower levels of the arena. So that way, when the players look up to try to pass or whatever, there's no confusion. It allows them to do their job better. And same in these scenarios, sometimes it's a little bit iffy. I mean, you got yellow helmets, you got black stripes on both sides, so it takes just half a second or a split second. And as an athlete, you'll understand that makes a difference.
What are you at now for time?
Oh, commercial.
No, not me. Now it's about to go to commercial.
I don't know. I don't know what to tell you on that one. I don't understand how you're closer than I am, and I'm still ahead.
That's weird.
It happens.
It's weird. I don't get it. But I mean, yeah, we have a good game that's going here thus far.
Yeah, it looks good. I think you'll see the game speed up after the first period. normally the first period in Winter Classics. If it doesn't get crazy in the first 5 minutes, it normally takes about after the first 20 minutes for it to really like settle in with everything, the temperature, the visuals.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of other distinguishing factors that play into it, and as any athlete will tell you, it all makes a difference. So sometimes it just takes a little bit of adjusting. That's all it is.
I mean, I think it should be kind of good here to go. I think and I think also when it kind of cools down a little bit here because it's like just a hair under 49 degrees. I mean 50 degrees with 49. So it's not necessarily perfect playing conditions.
I'm not gonna say the truth, but maybe we should have played this game last weekend when it was absolutely freezing outside.
Yeah, it would have been probably better off, but that's unfortunately you can't tell the future, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's the unfortunate part of that. Actually, funny enough, we got a trade offer or somebody in that league. Funny enough, we'll talk about that later.
Yeah, and I was like, wait, what?
All right.
Oh, that was nice. I mean, I like the pressure that Pittsburgh's bringing. What I like about these two teams is like these are two teams that are not super young at all. Like they're two of the older veteran teams that have been good throughout the past decade. Have pretty much a lot of the same guys they've had for that entire time, and they're still highly competitive. And playing against each other, obviously, original six teams. Am I?
No.
Oh, no.
No.
Pittsburgh isn't, right?
No, I don't
Boston
believe
is,
Boston is, yeah.
but Pittsburgh is not, right?
No.
Okay, yeah, but like, I mean, the rivalry between these two teams, it's one of those like it's been around for quite some time.
I mean, I think they usually have good matchups. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know. Good save. Well, actually, I know why. You know the story about Pittsburgh and the colors, right?
No, please
Like-
enlighten me.
So when Pittsburgh wanted to switch over to like black and gold, oh, great save. That was actually a point of contention because Boston said they had like the rights to black and gold, so it was actually like a issue, and that's what started like a rivalry between the Bruins and the Penguins back then. Funny enough.
Good to know. But there is one song, and I believe the artist is from Pittsburgh. Just saying. Oh, that's dope. I like how they did that, where they had them dress up as the old school Boston baseball players.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually a pretty sweet thing.
Let's see. All right. Nice. All right. So, I mean, the Penguins, I was talking about it before, they're kind of in a precarious situation where they don't, like, they're in a kind of near a wild card spot. Their top two in the wild card were the Rangers in first and Penguins in second. I mean, it's going to be interesting to see kind of where this kind of goes.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Penguins have talent, but it seems like they're old. And, they're playing 7 defensemen today.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm the biggest fan of that. It's just...
I mean, it takes away somebody's rest when it comes to playing your lines and so on and so forth. But on the same token, right? You gotta think about it. How often does the coach, really like shorten up the bench when it comes to getting lines out there in key situations, whether it be late in the game and you're trailing, or special teams, things like that, playing big roles. It really is one of those things that's kind of, it's a, you hate to lose an extra forward, or to lose a forward to keep 4 lines rotating, but at the same time, right, with the defenseman, maybe there's someone who's like nursing an injury, and they're like, we're gonna put you out there, we're gonna let you play or whatever the case is, but we're gonna have you skip a few shifts just to be on the safe side.
Yeah, I mean, that's a valid point. I kind of prefer the balance of 4 lines.
Mm-hmm.
So what I'm assuming you're in commercial?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think it's going to be kind of interesting to see where this kind of goes.
I mean, honestly, the way that the pressure is being brought on, and I don't know if you've noticed, but both of the goalies are struggling to see the puck properly. They're a little bit late on their reactions, or they're a little off on their reactions. Like they keep looking behind them. Mm-hmm. But the way that the game is going, I think that Pittsburgh may score first. Mm-hmm. Just because of the way the game is going at the moment. They have a lot of pressure going in. They're getting shots on net. It's getting really crowded in front of the net. So I think they have a really good opportunity to really score the first goal in this game.
I mean, I think it's going to be interesting to see kind of where we kind of go here with this game. I think with the Bruins, I think they have a little bit more talent all around, but I think, how do I put this? I think the Winter Classic games neutralize talent in a lot of ways, because it's just simple hockey, dump and chase. Like, if you look at how both teams are playing, very simplistic hockey, because you're outdoor, the ice isn't as refined.
Mm-hmm.
Oof. That's going to be interesting to see here. Come on, boys. It's unfortunate you missed the intro. Was pretty cool. It was like a half-hour intro. The game said 2 o'clock, more like 2:30.
Did it do that whole thing where they come out of like the tunnel type of thing or whatnot? Like
they
just
actually
the starting
had, like,
five?
above the ice rink, they actually had they made like a little a diamond, like a baseball diamond type ice rink, and that's where they had the intro. It was pretty cool. They had Bobby Orr there, like Jason Varitek, Tim Wakefield.
Very nice.
Like a really, really cool ceremony. It was like Busick and Zdeno Chara.
Okay.
I love Olmark's mask here. The homage to Andy Moog.
Bro, I was just talking about Andy Moog 2 days ago to some people about, remember all his old school masks?
Yeah.
Bro, he had some of the best masks. Even to this day, he still has some of the best masks in the NHL, period.
Yeah, Moog was a phenomenal guy when it came to the mask and the equipment, the style. Really good goalie as well.
Yeah, he was one of the first ones to bring flair to that goalie position. You know what I mean? Like, just bring that look of like, hey, we're here too. We can do special things. And like, he started off with the mask. I think his first one was that Cujo one, wasn't it? It was like the first big thing I can remember from the mask he had. He had like one that had like Cujo on the side and all this stuff, whatnot. It was really nice.
I remember him more for like the Meth Bear mask and stuff like that. Oh, nice little pass there.
Yeah, that was a sweet little pass back. I think he would have gotten it on tape. He would have taken that 1T right away. But it was a little bit on the inside, so he had to corral it and push it out. By that time, the defense has got to kind of.
What do you think of the Penguins Winter Classic jerseys?
I'm not. It's tough because both of these teams have literally the same colors, which makes it really difficult. To have them really play against each other. I mean, the gray instead of white.
I think that's because of the baseball aspect, because like the Pittsburgh Pirates.
Right.
I don't know.
Jerry's mask is pretty nice too.
Yeah, it is. I actually like the masks from Jerry's.
Yeah. But as far as like Pittsburgh's colors, I mean, it's nice. I do like the tribute to the old school baseball team and everything. But I don't know, man.
The jersey's kind of bland.
I mean, the big P and everything, and again, it's a great tribute. I just don't like the gray. I think I would have preferred them having white. Yeah, going with the white. It's just one of those things. Like I said, it makes it how you call it? It makes it. It makes it difficult for the players. There is a slight adjustment period. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I mean, it is nice. I do like the whole baseball tribute that they're doing with it.
Oh, bar. Yeah, you're ahead of me, aren't you? That's what you said.
By far. Yeah, by far at this point. By a lot, actually. At least a minute and change.
I mean, I might have to restart the whole thing. I don't get it though, because it's weird. I've like really fast internet. And... Nice save. I might have to just completely. When we go to intermission, I'll just exit out completely and come back in.
I see that most of the players also have the black lines underneath their eyes to prevent the shine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is crazy because honestly, I feel like depending on the arena, because you and I have watched some games where the arena lights were a little off.
Yeah.
We're not going to talk about Phoenix, but whatever. How you call it? But for the most part, I feel like the brightness is more than some of the sunlight.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It still kind of throws me off. I get it. I understand it. I just don't really think it's necessary. It's not bright enough in today. Oh man, Jerry might be hurt. Yeah, I think they're possibly looking at replacing Jerry.
He looks hurt.
Doesn't
look right.
He looks like maybe something wrong with his groin, because you saw how he was leaned over on that one knee, like it just kind of looked weird, like he's got something. I know the backup goalie's got his blocker on. He looks like he's trying to get himself like warmed up and just thinking about the game itself. So that might be a possibility if they make it to intermission with Jerry. I don't think he comes back.
No, I don't think so either. I think he tweaked it.
Yeah, which is sad because Jerry's one of those goalies, right? That every time he's getting to like a top point, something happens, and it always kind of just like, man, what's going on? And the whole team suffers. Obviously, his career, his stuff suffers as well. But it's just, it's a shame because I really do think that he can be better than what his current record and things are.
I agree. It's weird. Pittsburgh's got 2 good goalies, but I don't think Elite and Jari could get that.
Yeah, he's gonna come out after this period if he survives to that end. I just saw him make a save right now, and he looked real awkward afterward. And it was a simple. They shot it at his chest. He just looked really, really awkward. I mean, I give him credit for toughing it out because when you have like a hip or some type of like groin injury or something, and not saying that that's what it is, but that's what it appears.
That's what it looks
right,
like.
that's what it appears to be. So it's just one of those things, man. That anything hurts, any movement hurts, but he's toughing it out right now. So I don't know.
I mean, if I'm the Bruins, I'm kind of challenge that, like make him move. Yeah, he don't even look right when he's hugging the post.
Mm-hmm. What's your timage?
6:03.
Oh, you're almost up to me.
What's that?
You're almost up to me. I was on an icing at 5:59.
Yeah, okay.
They just restarted the clock on mine already. Yeah, he just looked really awkward on that last save, though.
He did.
If I was a coach, I'd pull him out, man. I wouldn't risk it. I don't know, and then take him out, give him a few extra. Oh God, you'll see what happens behind the net. You saw the hit?
Yeah.
Bro, that was a beautiful hit. But yeah,
just threw him like a small child.
See, and these are one of those things where you got to save the player from the player, right? As his coach, I would have pulled him and switched him out, even if it's just for the last 5 minutes, to give him 5 extra minutes to see if maybe stretching out, maybe something, and something can be done in the locker room. Give him a couple extra minutes here and there outside of the regular 15. But like I said, sometimes you got to save these players from themselves. Yeah, I mean, players have to just. I mean, we all want to be tough players, right? Whenever we're on the ice, whenever you're on in any sport, you want to be tough. Except for I know, except for soccer, right? We all know, right?
Except for soccer.
Stop it. But how you call it? Everybody wants to be tough. Everybody wants to try to hold on and do more and whatnot. And I get it. In playoffs, people push themselves a little bit harder. Do a little bit more, but special events like this, people want to be involved.
They want to gut through. They want to gut through.
They want to gut it through, but sometimes, man, as a coach, let them hate you for a couple of days, but do the right thing by them. Just pull them.
Yeah, I agree.
Just you see him in pain. He's in some type of discomfort. Go figure it out outside of the rink. Don't let him stay in, because he could aggravate it worse.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's not worth it, man. Not worth it anyways, shape or form, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, I told him the same price what I've told about everyone.
Mm-hmm. I see. Smart move. There we go.
No, you're definitely ahead of me. Yep. No, I just got back from timeout.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Smart move. Good call. Good call by the coach. You know that's how you protect your players. They may, even if they're trying to gut it out and they may hate you for the moment, you know they'll be understanding later at the whole scenario. So good call by Pittsburgh's
It's all them, man.
management. You know the trainers and everything. Trying to make sure that the player safety comes first. That's huge always.
Yeah, you got to protect the players from themselves, man.
Mm-hmm. What do I feel like every time I'm watching these winter classics? Like they just skate slower. Like it's not and I get it. It's not the regular ice, but like it just, I don't know. It feels like the games get slowed down.
I think
by
it's
a
just
lot.
the choppiness and stuff, and like
Yeah.
I think even subconsciously the players aren't as secure with the ice as they would in a rink, you know.
Mm.
Let's go, boys. Come on. We might have to time it where you pause your streams, so it's so we're like a little bit more lockstep, you know.
Okay. I guess I can slow my life down.
I had to do that with Evil when we were streaming. I don't get why you're ahead of me. It's weird.
Oh man.
Ooh.
All right, I'm at 321 right after face off. Let me know when you get
I'm
there.
at 321, but I'm intermission still.
Okay, so let me know when it comes back from it. Right where they're about to take the face off.
All right, I'll let you know. Hall circling around. About to take the draw now.
Okay. Now I'm a couple of seconds behind you, like 2 seconds, if that. Right?
Want me to pause it?
No. Negative. I can fast forward if I need to.
Oh, that's a pen.
Yeah, definitely hitting the numbers.
That was a bad hit. Whoa, boys! Like, let's not do that. Let's play.
Go ahead, keep playing.
That was a bad one.
Mm-hmm.
That was such a bad hit. Like, you didn't need to do that.
He could have just pinned him against the boards. It was unnecessary for sure.
Penguins have one of the best penalty kills, though, in the league.
It's gonna be interesting to see which breaks. I think both teams are each other's like kryptonite to a certain degree.
Yeah, it should be interesting because like both are very good lineups. Like Bruins are third in the league in power play. Pittsburgh sixth in the penalty kill. Oh, that was a good keep. You gotta settle that puck.
Yeah, test the freshly replaced goalie.
Yeah. That was a good keep by Marchand, though, at the line. That was fantastic. That was a little dangerous, though. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
Penguins are very good at getting their sticks on the puck, though, man. Good defense here on this penalty kill. Because, like, Marchand could have had a shot there, and this is a great play there. Nice low shot by Hall.
Take that 1T. Oh. Oh. You know what you know what it is? It's they're real calm. They don't panic if it goes into a particular area. That's what helps their penalty kill. Like they just don't panic. And maybe it's due to, you know, the veteran players, because I mean Crosby was out there. You know what I mean? Maybe it's due to that, but they just don't have a panic button when it comes to their penalty kill. I think that attributes a lot to why they have.
Bad turnover by Lindholm.
Yeah, it was. Oof.
I think the Penguins have been a better team in the first period.
Yeah, that's why I keep saying I think they're gonna be the first ones to score.
All right, man. Good first period there. So, we'll have our own little intermission show here. All right. Right off the noggin, eh?
Mm-hmm.
I'll mute that so we can kind of have a conversation. I'm not gonna pause it because knowing me, it would fuck up the fuck up the timeline. There was a video I did today, and I could probably chop this up into a discussion type video. But there was a video I did today about Alexander Ovechkin being banned from Canada, and we kind of talked about it a little bit on the phone. You want me to kind of reiterate what exactly what?
Yeah.
So the UCC, the Ukrainian Canada Congress, want to ban Ovechkin from playing in Canada. They want to ban his entry into Canada because he hasn't been outspoken, right, about the Ukraine war and hasn't denounced it. Now, if you as a Ranger fan, having Russian players on your roster, right?
Yeah.
Don't you think it's kind of foolish to demand a hockey player to take a political stance that could possibly lend his family to being hurt?
First of all, I'm gonna speak as a regular human being.
Mm-hmm.
Anything that's gonna put anybody who I care about in danger, yeah, I'm not trying to do that. Right? That's first and foremost. Second, these politics need to stay out of the game.
Yeah.
Right? Alexander Ovechkin is on the precipice of doing something special. Right? He's on his way to trying to catch the great one.
100%.
And not saying this is the reason, but I feel like they're just trying to throw another hurdle in his way.
Mm.
You know, so he doesn't get there, and that's not fair, right? I think everybody should be entitled to see the moment, to be here when it happens. I think his tenure in the NHL with the Capitals, his whole career, like I just feel like if he gets it, then he gets it. Like let him live. You know, don't get him involved in stuff that he's not involved in. He has nothing to do with this war.
No.
You know, let the guy play. For them to even bring up any type of other stance on him as a player, that's just nonsense.
Yeah, I mean, I absolutely agree. I think it's kind of unfair to. I think it's unfair to him and his family. Because, you know, let's be very, very fucking blank here, very blunt. That whole regime over there in Russia, there's been some vile stuff that's happened to people that have spoken up against him, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, why would you expect someone to put their own family at risk so you could, like, feel good about what he had to say? I mean, I think it's kind of come to the point where, like, why do people actually give a fuck what he thinks?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't know about, like, me and you are very similar on this. Like, I don't care what a celebrity thinks about whatever. Like, I can think it's stupid, dumb, whatever. It doesn't change my life. It doesn't change my viewpoint.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's where it kind of gets to.
Yeah, I mean, people are always saying, "Oh, use your platform, use your platform." Well, in this scenario, if he uses his platform, it will endanger the life of people he loves and cares about. Yeah, I wouldn't do it. Yeah, personally, again, I hope that they realize that this shouldn't be a thing, that they should not be doing anything like that. And if you're gonna dog out one person, right? What are you telling the other players?
Yeah.
You know, like he's not the only Russian player here in the NHL.
No.
You know, so you know, yeah, some of the other guys may have denounced. Hey, look at what happened to Panarin. He denounced what happened. His family was in danger. He had to leave the game for I think it was like a month and a half almost.
Yeah.
And you know, that time he's never gonna get back from the game. But I mean, I don't blame him. He went to take care of his loved ones. You know, but why would we encourage someone being put in that position? That's what they're doing. They're encouraging that type of reaction and making something like that happen. Like, you know, I think they already banned the national team from playing in any type of world competition anyway. Yep. So, right?
Yeah, no, you're right. And I think what it kind of comes down to, Bud, is that it's easier for people to speak behind their own security and not putting their own family at risk. It's easier for other people to have an opinion. But if they were put in that same position, they'd have a far different tune. Far different tune. So let's actually talk about your Rangers here.
Yep.
How do you think they're playing? Right. How do you think they've been doing? Do you think the Trouba captain meeting, or the players meeting, I should say, do you think it changed how they've been playing lately?
Okay. So you and I definitely have had this conversation out off the air. Yes. For what was expected of the Rangers, maybe the bar was set too high, especially after last season. They weren't performing to what you want. They started off the season looking like they would,
right?
But then they did not perform the way that you thought they were going to perform throughout the season. They kind of were going down a little spiral. You know, I think they were like just at like 500. Sorry, just about 500. Maybe one game underneath or one game above, somewhere along that line. And Jacob Trouba called a players only meeting. And since that meeting, they've turned it around. I think they're like, 8-2-1 because they got another win last night. And I think that shows the quality of leadership that he presents. Yes, a lot of Rangers fans are gonna sit here and judge and say, hey, He shouldn't be the captain. He hasn't been the best defenseman that we've had, so on and so forth. Yeah, obviously we know that, but there's stuff that goes on behind the scenes that we don't see. And apparently he's the guy because the team voted him to be captain. And it wasn't like the owners, it was the team, all players. So obviously with that being a thing, like I said, he held this meeting, and now they're starting to look like the team that we expected all season. They're looking better defensively, offensively. They're more of a threat. Everything is just starting to click a little bit better. You're starting to see more hustle. And even before that meeting, I remember there was 1 or 2 games that Trouba had fights, and even shouted at the bench, "Wake the F up," to the team. And, they lost that game. But I think that after that is when they had the meeting, and it really has turned around. To be a captain, it's more than just your ability on the ice. It has a lot to do with your ability off the ice and the respect that you have with your teammates and how you can guide the team to where they need to get to. And I think that Trouba has definitely shown that he has what it takes to do that to this point. And, I definitely think that it's been a little bit wonky, at the beginning of the season, but now it's definitely settling in. It's looking like they're going to catch up and get into the place that they need to be to make the playoffs and be a threat.
I mean, do you think this could be a rallying cry for the Rangers to kind of turn it around and put it on full gas and really maybe threaten not just for a wild card spot, but maybe that third spot in the Metro?
I definitely think that this is the moment, right? This is where they have to step up and really earn that spot. It's not going to be given to them, and I think that that's one of the things that Trouba may have mentioned and said in their players meeting, because it's one of those things that they're not going to be given anything.
No.
Nobody cares about what you did last season anymore. It's about what you're doing now, and you got to earn it. And I think that maybe some of the younger players, right, or even some of the other guys are like in the middle there, may have lost sight of that, thinking, expecting to get things to go in their favor because of what they did last season. And now that they've realized, no, it's not happening, right? And, I think, like I said, Trouba, I think, called them out on it. I think now you're going to see a Ranger team that's going to be a problem for everybody.
So, kind of switching gears here. Let's talk to the comment. Thanks for watching with us, Joseph. Number 4, Robert Gordon Orr, best defenseman of all time, possibly best overall player of all time, along with Lemieux, Howe, and of course Gretzky. This could be kind of a random conversation, but do you think Bobby Orr is kind of forgotten about at times in that conversation? I know he played a little bit far back in the day at this point, but if you look at what Orr did compared to his contemporaries at the time, he was head and shoulders above the players around him. Like, he was great. Now, it's hard for me to argue Gretzky because just the stats alone are video game numbers, right? Like, the numbers, like the guy in second place, he's like almost got 1,000 points over it. And the guy in second place is Yager, right? Yager got that because of kind of like Howe, with just longevity of him playing for so long. I would have to argue that if Gretzky played longer, the numbers would be ridiculous. But
I do think that Orr can be forgotten. And I think that it's not necessarily because of him and what he's done or anything along those lines or being outshined by anybody. I just think when you look, when younger people look at who's the greatest now or who was the greatest or whatever, they don't really look back at those times, because those times the competition, it wasn't weaker or anything in that ideology, right? It's more of like it was. It wasn't the modern game. It wasn't as fast paced. The technology wasn't there. So it was a slower game with, I guess, less rules. The only thing that was a definite was that the game was a lot tougher physically.
I mean, I would have to say this, right? So Ray Bork for all-time defenseman, I should say, right? Another Bruins legend. He has the most points.
Yeah.
1,600 games, 1,612 games, 410 goals, 1,169 assists for 1,579, so 1,579 points. Ridiculous, right? Absolutely ridiculous. Paul Coffey's in second with 1,531 with only 1,406 games played. Al McGinnis is on this list at 1,274. Bobby Orr is 11th all-time on defenseman, but this is the big caveat. In only 657 games played, 270 goals, 712 assists for 908 points. Like, his point per game is one of the best of all time for defensemen. Like, it's absolutely ridiculous. It's unfortunate that he had those injuries that I feel like robbed him of a long career. I mean, 600 games is like nothing to, make light of. But just imagine if he could have played 1,000 more games. Like, you're probably looking at him superseding 2,000 points. Like, the guy was that good.
Yeah.
Absolutely phenomenal defenseman.
Yeah. I definitely think, again, you hit on some key points on probably why he gets overlooked. The overall amount of games that he played. People probably say he didn't play long enough. Compared to some of these guys that are like 1,600 games and 1,500 games and so on and so forth. His point total doesn't do him justice. Like you said, he had injuries that prevented him from playing. So, yeah, you could only imagine what his numbers would have been like had he not been injured. So he does get overlooked because everything is slightly under the radar, in a sense, because they're so low because of his injuries. So when you're comparing, you're like, oh well, he doesn't even. You look at the other guys, they're like, oh, they're all 1,500. This guy is not even close. And then you look at the points, you're like, he's close, but he's not there. He's 11th. He's not in the top 10. And then you're like, bro, but he has half the games or less than half the games of some of these other guys.
And it's crazy because he's 11th all time with like half the games of all those guys around him, if not less than that. So, phenomenal player, because if he scored, because you would have been on pace to be around like 2,000, right? And if you just put that to all positions, dude would have been like second place all time in points.
Yeah.
Yep. And that's obviously you're kind of guesstimating him keeping up that production, but I mean, I don't think you could argue that happening because he was so dynamic.
Right, which is why, like you and I have spoken off the air about Ovechkin. You have to give so much credit to Ovechkin because he's been here as a game has modernized, and he's still doing what he did from the beginning till now. He's still putting up ridiculous points, especially for his age. Like,
well, and to be very clear here, this is not a knock on Gordie Howe, right? Gordie Howe scored most of those goals. Like, he had over 500 more games played than Ovechkin. Ovechkin's got 806 now. Howe's at 801, but like Howe had over 500 more games played. So that's why you kind of had such a massive difference, I feel like, with it being super impressive. Because Ovechkin did it in a far more difficult era to score. Now, some people want to argue the stick technology and all that. I can give you that. That's why I don't necessarily like comparing eras, because, like, I feel like if you take the greats of the greats, you put them in this modern era with modern training and modern equipment, they'd still be the same amazing player, right? Because I just feel like that's unfair. But all things considered, I just think Ovechkin, with his ability to score, it's just something we have never seen.
Yeah.
Like, it's absolutely phenomenal. I mean, will I say Will I say that he's a better player than Gretzky? No, because
No.
Gretzky has like at currently like over 1,400 more points than him. But I think goal scoring wise, if we're just talking that in a vacuum, I
Pure
think
goal
he's the
scorer. Pure goal
greatest of
scorer.
all time.
Greatest of all time. I could agree with that. The only other person also dealt with a lot of injuries, in my opinion, was like that was just a really pure natural goal scorer, nothing else. Was like Pavel Bure. You know, like he was just man. He could just find, except against Richter. Let's go. You know, like, but he was a pure goal scorer, right? And that's all he did. That's all you needed him to do, nothing else. And he was just really good at that. Just injuries, you know, they took it away from him. Because I think he could have done so much more had he not gotten injured so much.
I mean, I think when it comes to Pavel Bure, right, he was just such a phenomenal player. If he didn't get those knee injuries, it would have been a completely different situation. I think he was such a phenomenal player for years and years and years. Like, he only played 702 games in the NHL, and he had 437 goals, 342 assists, 700. Like, he was over a point per game. That guy was phenomenal. It's just unfortunate what happened with him.
Yeah.
He just couldn't stay healthy, and it wasn't really a fault of his own. He just got some weird injuries that slowed him down. But yeah, Pavel Bure was friggin' electric.
Yeah, I love watching that guy play. You know, even when he played against us. Yeah, he retired at 31. I think he retired as a Ranger, if I'm not mistaken.
He did retire as a Ranger. Yeah.
Well.
It's weird because even his last year, 39 games played, 19 goals, 11 assists for 30 points. Like, that's still really productive.
Mm-hmm.
He probably could have still been a good player. It's just
no, he was so that last season, if I remember correctly, he didn't play. How many games did it say he played? I don't think he played most of the.
No,
like he
31.
had.
No, 39. 39 games played. That's it.
Yeah, because he started off the season that he had an injury. He came back mid-season, re-injured them. And then, you know, the talk was like, oh, you know, when he comes back next year, we got blah blah, and then he just called it. Yeah. He's like, yeah, no, it's not going to happen.
So, I mean, definitely a solid player here. Looks like we might be getting back into the gameplay here.
Yeah, they're doing some recaps on some of the plays that happened, like that big hit on Gensel. That was nice. I liked it.
That was a violent hit.
Love it. I'm sorry, but yes, the NHL has gotten softer. Yes, I know people before you crack down on me and all this stuff or whatever about, oh, how you call it, you got to think about the player. Yeah, listen, I get it. 100% I get it. But the game we fell in love with was a tough game.
Absolutely.
So let's just enjoy some of the toughness that's out there. That's all I'm saying.
I'm going to get a quick snack. I'll be right back.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Keep them entertained.
Oh, man. Got the wrong one for this. Well, I don't get to see any of the comments at the moment or anything like that. But if you have any comments, definitely throw them in there. Have any questions? Definitely give us anything you want us to give you an opinion on. As far as this game, again, I stand by what I said. The way that Pittsburgh has been playing this whole first period, I think that Pittsburgh is gonna score first, and then it's kind of gonna be one of those things. You know, do you want to poke the bear? Will Boston wake up at that point and bring a little bit more pressure? What do you think? Do you think that who scores first? Right, like anybody that's watching, kind of want to know who scores first. Is it gonna be Pittsburgh or is it gonna be the Bruins? I got my pick. It's Pittsburgh. I'm pretty sure Captain Paul over there is probably gonna pick the Bruins to score first. But let me hear what you guys have to say. Outside of that, I hope everybody's having a wonderful New Year's. I guess day of observation. But I want to wish everybody a happy New Year, healthy, and yeah, keep on watching the show. We're gonna set a schedule for you guys, so you can chime in on shows that we're gonna be doing. We're gonna make it a weekly thing. We may be covering a game and then go into conversation. We may just be doing particular conversations. It all depends. Every
What's
week
up?
may be different. I was just kind of, inviting people to come back.
Oh, definitely.
Telling them that we're most likely going to be doing shows weekly. Maybe doing, watching games, or maybe just doing conversations or whatever the case is. And I also invited people to give us a prediction of who they think is going to score first.
Mm.
Oh, look, the emergency backup is out. That means Jerry's not coming back.
No.
This guy's like, I never thought I was going to come in. I think that's what he said. He was like, I had no clue.
Well, yeah, I wasn't ready for this.
He's like, come on, man. When do we ever use an emergency backup?
Except against Toronto.
Yeah.
Penguins just look like the better team right now, huh?
Yeah. That's what I said. I said, my prediction is that Pittsburgh scores first. What's your prediction?
I actually would be alongside with you. I don't know.
Oh, I called it backwards. I said you would probably pick Boston to score first. Just being a true Boston fan, that's what I thought you were gonna pick. Oh, what was that?
What are you at right now, just curiously?
1853, 52,
Okay.
51.
Still ahead of you a little bit, but
Are you?
yeah, I'm at 842. 1842.
Okay, where are you now?
18, 31, 30, 29,
Okay, keep counting it down.
26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19.
Okay, I'm on point with you.
Nice.
I forward it.
They just gotta shoot. They just gotta shoot the puck.
Yeah.
Recovered by Allmark. That was close.
Yeah, it was. That deflection was nasty.
It wasn't by Crosby. It was by friggin' Carlo. The
I know,
Bruins.
the defenseman, yeah.
Yep, that's definitely on Pittsburgh.
Oh man, took him down in front of the net. And then said, what happened?
Oh. That was kind of weak.
Bro, he fell on his own!
Yeah, that was weak. That was a bad call.
Well, we know who has the actors.
Calm down. Oh, he's got some
Uh
wheels.
oh.
That's a pen.
Oh,
That's a
thank
makeup.
you.
That's
Thank
a makeup.
you.
That's a makeup pen.
Thank you. Surprised they didn't call a penalty shot. He did get in front of him.
No, it was on the boards. That wasn't going to be a pen.
Well, look, he was on the inside. All he had to do was just grab it and cut in. Just saying.
Just a hater.
I don't think so.
That was a bad move by Pasta. Oh, camera a little foggy there. Ooh.
Oh my God. Yeah. Boston plays way too much in front of their own net, bro.
Yeah, it's driving me crazy.
That is not comfortable for anybody. And then what's crazy about it is when they get into the offensive zone, they don't even go in front of the net. They go behind it.
I don't know if they just feel so comfortable with Allmark or what. It's just
It's a possibility. I've seen things like that.
like if they're so comfortable with the goalie, they feel like they have all the space in the world.
Mm-hmm. I could see that. I think like obviously being a Ranger fan, I think that they fall in love with the same type of game in front of Shesterkin, and then they don't know how to play in front of like Halak.
Yeah, I'd actually agree with that. Watching some of the games that Halak's been in, it's not like Halak's a terrible goalie. Like he's not in his prime anymore, but
No, but he's solid. You know what I mean? If you have a defense that's playing defense. But again, they cleaned it up. They actually got another win in front of him last night.
that's good though.
Yeah, he finally got 2 wins now, if I'm not mistaken.
Luke was Halak was great here in Boston. I'm a big Halak fan. Like he really brought a steadying presence as a backup.
I don't know, man. Like, I don't know what Boston's doing. They just don't look like they're connecting. They don't look like
They
they're
look
in
off.
the game.
They don't look like they've usually been playing.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I know they've gotten like a couple of losses over the past couple of games.
That was a terrible.
But I just something is definitely not correct with them. Oh, that was I think he caught an edge there, and fell forward like that. That was ugly looking.
Come on, Lindholm, stop.
Another penalty.
Lindholm stopped skating after that. Like you guys keep skating, bud. That was a great defensive play by Lindholm there, but then that's the penalties.
Is that what they call?
No, high sticking.
Oh. It had to have been along the boards after the puck left that side. Because I didn't see anything leading up to that.
Yeah, I don't know why they didn't show the replay of it, but yeah, he high stick Crosby. Good save.
Oh, that was close though. Definitely a good save, but that was really close. And that's another thing. These goalies, man. I get it. You can control the puck, but you don't always have to control the puck.
Yeah, I mean that was a little questioning, right? Where he was like right outside the traffic light.
Like my guy. If it bounces back in, what are you gonna do? Try to get back in position? Ask Blackwood how that played out for him yesterday for the Devils. The puck came right to him, and he thought he was gonna smack it out. It crawled up to the fucking elbow of the stick. He misses it completely. And who were they playing? Someone just dunks it. Just walks in and just dunks it.
I will say Allmark did a nice little dump there. Like when he had it there a little bit ago.
Yeah.
It was a really good.
Ooh, he's got to be careful with that stick. Come on, guys. Jesus.
Oh, it was a good kill by Boston.
Yeah. Pittsburgh decided to play elementary hockey.
What man rush here.
Yeah, like what is that? Offside. Come on. That's offsides, bro.
I don't
Stop
know why. I don't know why Marchand didn't carry it.
That was just a dumb play by Marchand all the way around. One, he could have carried it. Two, once you got the pass off, bro, be the trailer. Don't try to just go that. He just made the whole play complicated, even if they would have gotten in the zone.
Yeah.
My guy.
He's not looked himself this game. I think he's made a couple baffling plays. But, I mean, I can't complain too much, right? He's usually an elite level winger, so. Apparently Seattle's going to be hosting in 2000. We'll talk about it in the intermission a little bit more, but 2024 they're going to be hosting a Winter Classic
That'll be cute.
at the Seattle Mariners. That would be pretty fun, you know.
That would be nice. That'd be real nice, actually, because it'll expand on that fan base there. Because I mean, they have a really pretty good fan base, even though half of them do not know what hockey is.
Oh Jesus!
No, in reality, like there's people there that watch it and are supporting the team because it's a home team, but they don't really know the rules of the game. I'm not trying to insult them in any fashion. But it's true. Like, starting the season, there were fans that they didn't know what, like, offsides was. They didn't know what icing was. They didn't, obviously they're going to be much better now, right? But the game is new to a lot of people in that area. They didn't know what it was. So it would be good to introduce them to, let's see the offside player here. Oh, he was on.
He was on.
Oh my.
Oh, I mean,
we eat our words. We eat our words.
It looked offside though.
It did. I was with the ref. I was with the ref on that one. But again, going back to the Seattle thing, yeah. I mean, I just think that it's good to introduce it to a thriving, young, new fan base that's just exploring the reaches of the game, and to have it there, to have something that they can, like, wow, like, we got the team, we got the stadium, right? They're actually good, and now we're going to have a Winter Classic. Like, it's good to see, because that's a smart move by the NHL. And I normally don't give the NHL too much credit, because there's a lot of things they just do very off.
Let's go here.
I don't know.
I think the Bruins got to just play simpler instead of this cheap
Yes.
shit.
That's what I'm gonna say. I don't know what they're doing. They're trying all these long passes. It's like in a video game when teams force the long pass and the cross creases and everything. I feel like that's what they're doing right now.
It's kind of baffling, honestly.
Smooth.
That was a good entry.
Yeah, oh smooth.
Well, a little choppy there or something. I just lost it. But you're going to need them just to get some low shots, rebounds, like make the goalies start moving.
Just get the game dirty.
Yeah.
Stop trying to be pretty.
That's what you got to do in these Winter Classics, man. Like, if you're not playing a certain style, like, you're not going to play a high skill style in the Winter Classics. It's just got to be simplified, you know.
Dirty hockey.
Yep.
Dirty hockey. That's all they got to do.
And there's nothing wrong with that, man. It works. They try to get that to Bergeron. I'm not.
Again, they're forcing their plays. Take what's given to you and work off of that for now. Like, find the lanes. That's what Pittsburgh is doing. Pittsburgh isn't forcing anything. They're finding the what's being given to them, and they're taking it.
Oh, that was a nice goal.
Oh wow, that was nice.
That was a nice goal.
Yep. I made that. Well, we made that call. Pittsburgh did score first.
It's Sperry Kapanen. Hopefully this wakes up the Bruins because they've not been playing like themselves. Yeah, no one took that guy right there. That's a hell of a play, though. Like, I'm not gonna blame Olmark on that. That's just,
No, I blame Coyle.
Yeah.
He overskated. He was puck watching. If you see him, he's watching the puck, and then he tries to estimate where it was going in the corner, and that's where he was headed. And when the pucks got passed right behind him, it was too late. The crazy part about these two teams, right? If you look at everything, yeah, you know, the big names score a lot, right? It's expected. But when they play each other, when they play other big teams, if you notice, it's always the other guys that get the goals.
Oh, absolutely.
You know what I mean? Like, Kapanen is not one of their, like, I'm not going to say he's not a good player. He's a really good player. But he's not the notable name. He's not the Crosby. He's not the Malkin, right? That you think
he's a good third liner, good second, third liner type guy.
Yeah.
All right, hopefully they kind of just
Wake up like we said.
why try to dipsy dangle through 5 fucking guys? That just makes no sense.
Because he's Pasternak.
Oh, drives me crazy. Like, you could have just made a nice move, opened up a lane. Oh, that was a good pass.
There you go.
Oh, there you go.
You were saying? Oh my.
Oh, my
take the
God.
shot.
The Penguins are playing good defensively, though. They have sticks in lanes. They're making it very difficult to enter the zone.
Yep. They're just beating Boston to the puck, man. And look, they're taking those shots. They're taking those shots we just talked about. Boston not taking. They're taking every shot possible. You have a lane, take the shot. You can do it, take a shot.
We got to get a grindy goal here. I don't know what that was right there. Your guys in the corner. Smith.
There you go. Some more shots like that.
Yeah, there you go. Just some chaos. Just some chaos. That's all you need to do in these games.
But what did I just say? Like, what, 5-10 minutes ago? They don't get in front of the net of the opposing team. Like, in front of their own goalie, they get in front of the net all they want.
The Pittsburgh Penguins are cooked right now, man. You got to.
Oh yeah, they need a change. Oh, good play.
Oh.
That was a good idea. That was a good one.
That's what they need to do. Just keep it simple. Fine with that. Just get some shots on net.
Oh my God. Oh my God, goalie.
There we go.
Yep. Oofos. Oof.
Well, the Bruins look a little flat right now there, my friend Joseph. I mean, hopefully they kind of kick it up, get back into gear.
Hopefully they wake up. Period.
That last couple shifts, they looked like they were kind of waking up, though. I don't know if they got lost in the sauce last night, but they definitely need to start out that game looking great. Yeah, unfortunately, one team showed up. One team showed up.
That's what it is at the moment.
They were falling asleep after the shot. Thanks for popping in the stream, bud. I appreciate it. I mean, I'm hoping that last couple shifts, they're going to figure it out. Yeah, you want to know something funny? I knew a buddy of mine, she actually babysat for the Sullivans. Funny enough.
Nice.
That's the funniest part.
I mean, he's a great guy. I met him a couple of times when we were at the Garden. When I was working EMS. Yeah, I got to meet him a few times. You know, a very nice guy.
Oh. Center ice there. Yeah, no, he seemed like a very nice guy.
Yeah, I mean, he was good. You know, he was a good coach when he was on the Rangers.
You know, who's a really nice guy is Claude Julien. I actually met him. He's a really, really nice guy. I liked him. That's why I kind of was sad when he left, but I understood why.
Mm.
All right, come on, boys.
Well, listen. In all reality, it looks like Pittsburgh's poked the bear and woke them up a little bit. So the Bears look obviously like they're getting back on track a little bit here.
The Bears, yeah, the Bees do look like they're getting back on track.
I call them the Bears. Do they not have a bear on their jersey right now?
Fair enough.
Okay. But yeah, Boston definitely looks like they're starting to wake up. And the good thing for Boston is the game isn't far out of reach by the time they're waking up.
No.
You know, they look like they're starting to wake up now, and it's only a 1-goal game. So much game love too.
I mean, hopefully they start shooting a little bit more, because that's the thing that's frustrating to watch. Because they're in like prime shooting spots and they're just going for that fancy pass. Like sometimes just getting a nice shot on net, you never know what can go in. There you go. There you go. That's what you need. They're making up for the freaking intermissions, right? God dang, I want to go. Just want to keep watching some hockey.
Oh my God.
Yeah, no, I agree. You got to pepper him. That's the thing. DeSmith just came in cold, but now at this point he's kind of warmed up. You know, just pepper him. Get some shots on. Get him moving. It's kind of unfortunate.
I just think that like for a team like Boston that's had such a great run to this point, right? Sometimes you get lost in what's being said about you, right? So good, all this stuff sometimes, and sometimes it affects people's games, and I think this could.
I don't know though, like, because the Bruins have been playing pretty decent. Like, I'm not trying to blame the last loss on Swayman, but a couple real softies. And then I think they look good. It's just, I don't know. I feel like some games, they start really strong or they start too late. And the talent, I feel like, has been able to kind of mitigate, like, when they start late. I'm hoping they just kind of get to a simplistic... Oh, I hate that Sweet Caroline song. It makes you want to... I don't know.
Oh, my God.
Sweet Caroline, I'll drink bleach. I am tired of this song. Oh, man. I probably shouldn't be saying this on this channel, but I just can't. I can't stand this. I'm a Red Sox fan, Boston fan. Just, it gets old.
Yeah. I mean, they play at pretty much every baseball game, period.
I just, oh my God, it gets old. I do
Shit.
like what they.
They even play it at freaking bars, bro.
Yeah, they do.
And you're just like, my guy, we're drinking. We're not playing baseball. Calm down.
The hockey team, I win. I like that. You know what? I really want to get. I need to get another jersey.
Which one are you looking at getting?
I don't know. I'm kind of torn. I definitely want a Bergeron one. I'm thinking about getting like a Bergeron home jersey. But I'd also like. I mean, I don't mind these Winter Classic jerseys. These actually look pretty good. I wasn't the biggest fan of the reverse retros, and then I saw them, and I'm like, oh, this don't look bad. They look better with the white. A good defense right there by Foligno. Oh my God. Good save.
Oh my. Yeah, he said it right there.
Yeah, he said it.
We all know what he said.
We all know what he said there.
He's like, that could have been number 2. Oh. Nah, goalie played it well. Stood tall. Yeah. No.
I really like that mask though by Allmark. That looks so clean.
Mm-hmm.
Yay!
It was on that.
Yeah. Oh geez, NHL 23.
Oh god.
They're doing the hut challenge, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Here, spend a few $100s to make your team competitive, and still lose. I actually do enjoy the game mode. I don't like the buy for win. Play. Yeah, Jesus Christ.
The play to win.
Pay to win aspect of it.
And you know what's crazy is that's the one part of the game that doesn't represent the sport properly. And what I mean by that is the other parts are all team-oriented parts of the game.
Yeah.
That is the one part of the game that is definitely not team-oriented at all.
No, but it's the one that makes them money, so that's why they're trying to...
I get it, man, but...
I mean, I think the sixes and stuff like that...
ESHL.
They're like, obviously missing a legitimate good website to have it, which will be changed soon, but... That's such a...
Oh, you heard about that one website that's coming? I've seen things about it.
Yeah.
It's something.
Pro Level Gamer, yeah.
I've seen things about that, man. That's interesting. I'm gonna be looking into that. Keeping a tab on that one.
Yeah, it's the only website that isn't made from like 1999. So, so it's
gonna be interesting.
It will be.
I don't like their choice of helmets for the players. Like Pittsburgh has an entirely gray outfit with black stripes. Mm. Give them a helmet that matches. Don't give them a full blowing out yellow helmet. I get the P has yellow, but let's be honest. You know, like it. You could have easily made it something else.
Oh, come on, boys. There you go. Rip that.
Oh
there
my.
Go.
Oh
there you
my.
Go. Get some chaos.
There you go. Yeah. What'd I say? In front of the net. Oh, what a play. I give him credit for that move.
Oh, yo, Heinen, that's not going to be a fight you win, bud. I wish Heinen showed that toughness when he was in Boston, but come on, kid. Look at this. See, I like that, though. I like that turnaround shot. Like, something just quick on net. And this is the one thing aspect about Charlie Coyle's game. I like how strong he is on his skates. Like, he is a load.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Was it? Why they whistle that down? Hand pass? Well, not hand pass. It's defensive zone. High stick.
There goes. May have to get off in a few to go answer some work messages.
No, no worries. Will you be back or are you done?
Not sure. All depends on what happens with these messages.
Get a little to a mix here. Let's go. Just dumped it right back down, huh?
Yep. He's right though. He's like, how much did that Wayne Gretzky signature cost?
Hopefully, got some pressure here. So we're hoping a dream there.
Oh, my man did the deke move. Ooh. Man, these guys are just risking these passes.
Yeah, very
They're
light.
too risky, man. Oh. All right, let me go try and answer some of these so I can get back for intermission. I'm going to try.
All right, buddy. No worries.
All right.
I saved. Nice step by Coyle here. That was a weird bounce. Oh, nice try. Be huge if they could get something going here. That's a bad shot. Ooh. What was Lindholm doing there? That's a great stop. Great stop by DeSmith there. That was a big save by DeSmith there. All right, I'll be right back. I gotta do a couple things. I'll be back.
How you make this, Jay? 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 How you make this, Jay?
And I'm back. Sorry about that. Kind of had some something pop up I had to go and deal with really quick. Let's see what we got going on here. Oh, what did the stream crash? I had to restart my goddamn. That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. um All right, here. Sorry about that, boys. Just a lot of things pop up. Bissonette doubling down, bud. Oh, I still have that running the playback round, boys. So I don't know. I think this game has been kind of interesting thus far. Should be kind of good. I think the Bruins were starting to have come to life there at the end, which is good. They need to kind of figure it out here. They've just not looked good. Not really looked good at all. And it's kind of shocking. Like, they've just not. Let's see here. Let's actually kind of take a quick gander here. Oh, all right. Let's. You know what? I'm gonna do a quick audible here. I'm gonna do quick audible here, just to kind of have a little bit of more content to share with the people. I'm probably gonna edit this up later. But Darren Helm to make season debut for the Avalanche. Line out for COVID-19 protocol, and Oshie could be back for the Capitals on Tuesday. That's good. I'm glad to hear that about Oshie. He's dealt with a lot the past few years. Darren Helm will make his season debut for the Avalanche when they host the Vegas Golden Knights at 9 p.m. Forwards missed all 36 games of the season after having adductor surgery in November. Helm had to say, extremely happy and excited. A little bit nervous, but happy. It's been a long road. Looking forward to getting it in. It was kind of a question at the end of the year. Got the surgery done. I expected things to be healed up a lot quicker than they did. A couple of setbacks, just things didn't pan out the way we expected. Helm had 7 goals and 8 assists in 68 games played. He scored 2 goals, including a game winner, and had 3 assists in the 20 Stanley Cup playoff games en route to winning a Stanley Cup. Avalanche head coach Bedard had this to say. He's been out for a long time, so I'm not expecting miracles. We know what he can do. We'll give him some limited minutes and get him back into his thing. Helm signed a 1-year contract with the Avalanche on July 13th. Bednar also said Captain Gabriel Landeskog, who also missed the first 36 games of the season following knee surgery, is nowhere close to being returned. Nowhere close to returning. There's no update on Byram. A defenseman's been out with lower body injury since November 4th. John Mason will start skating Tuesday. Defenseman's been out since December 1st. So it's unfortunate with Colorado, man. They got so many goddamn injuries. Just give these guys a break. All right, we're back here. Oh. That's what the Bruins need to kind of pick it up here. Oh, man, I like the night look, man. It's starting to get dark outside. This looks pretty cool. I like that. It's going to look nice. Something just kind of like Mystery Alaska type when playing at night. I love it. See here. Well, nice. Big old slap down the ice, eh? Oh,
That's probably one Allmark. Maybe we should just let him just play instead of trying to stop it there. Oh, that's a bad one. That ain't good. Yeah, can't do that, Grizzly. Good pressure by Coyle here. There you go, boys. Get that out. Let me remove that. There you go. Good stick lift by McAvoy there. Get that out. Damn. Good save, Allmark. This looks so much cooler at night. Like, it was looking good before, but I like the atmosphere at nighttime with these winter classics. It's just such a nice little touch. Good play by his flip there. Postic was in a good spot there. Oh, what a save by DeSmith. That was a good one there. Nice stop by McAvoy there. Ooh, that's unfortunate. That was a good change of pace. Oh, TNT just kind of like, that was a weird little screen glitch there. I mean, I was kind of leaning towards 4-3, 2-1 type score, but I really am not surprised it being a low scoring game. These Winter Classics can go either way. Right on top of the goal line. There we go, boys. Come on, man. Get it. Penguins are really hemming us in right there. That was a great play by Crosby, picking that off midair. Ooh. That's a pen. Bruins going on the power play here. 14 minutes and 20 seconds left in the third. Yeah, that's a leg. Bruins need this. Penguins are really good on the penalty kill. They really pressure the guys, know how to have the proper coverage, really have the stick and all the passing lanes. They're really good at the penalty kill. Good shot. Oh, nice. Oh, man. That's unfortunate. Nice play by Marchand to get it to him. Beautiful play. They needed that. Jake DeBrusk, what a good shit. Good shit. Bruins needed that one. That's what they need. Down low play. It's not going to have to be pretty. Just good hustle by Frederick right there, getting that to Coyle. Now you have the big boy line out. Oh, that was a... Coyle lost that one. Should have had that. There we go. Just jam play. Jam play, boys. That's what you should have been doing all game. Good stuff. That's what the Bruins needed. That's what the Bruins needed. Let's see, boy. Yeah, the Bruins definitely needed that one. That was big. That was freaking big. Man, they needed that. They needed that. Oh. Let's go, boys. Got a goal. Let's go.
What happened?
Bruins scored. DeBrusk. Oh, get this, right? Marchand passed it to the goal line. Instead of getting cute with it, DeBrusk went right to the net and buried it 5-hole.
There you go.
Nice clean play there. Nice jam play.
Nice.
I had to restart my stream, so I don't know if we're going to be the same wavelength right now. But how far are you in it? Are you seeing the DeBrusk goal?
Yeah, they're showing the replay right now.
I'm at the Marchand active mic.
Me too.
Okay. Oh, they're taking the face off?
Yep.
I was saying, bro, I think the atmosphere is so much better at night. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm at 10:58, 10:57, 56.
6.
Okay,
5,
cool. Yeah, Pittsburgh player put the legs underneath Marshawn. Led to a power play. It wasn't a power play goal, but... Oh. That
That's a power move.
That was a good move, and, you know... Pasternak's not known for the power moves. He's more for the finesse, so you kind of like seeing that. If Pasternak, like, got bigger and stronger, like, oh, dude would be unstoppable. But I don't know if that would change his game too much, you know what I mean?
That's what I was going to say. It'll probably change his game way too much. Nice little drop pass.
This is a good play here.
Mm-hmm. Oh, way to fight.
It seems like they're getting a little bit more simplistic, which is good. They needed to.
Oh, what a keep.
I'm surprised he kept that. Oh, that was a weird one that bounced off, huh?
Yeah, good sneaky shot.
This is where I think you're going to see your third, fourth liners start to shine because they should have the most energy, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Remember, if they're rotating that deep at this point, with the
Penguins, yeah.
Right, for the Penguins having that extra D-man and having a complete fourth line.
Oh, that was a weird, funky bounce. Yeah, that net's way off. It took the refs a little bit to notice.
Just a little bit.
I mean, this is a pretty packed house, huh?
Yeah.
So, I think this is a pretty good game. Kind of typical. I feel like some of these Winter Classic games will go one or two ways. They'll be pretty high scoring, or they'll be extremely super checking, low scoring game. I think was it against the Fly? I forget who it was. I was there back in the Winter Classic at Fenway when Marco Sturm scored, and that was electric. Um, that was an amazing experience. But yeah, like they either go super high scoring or not so much. So it's gonna be kind of interesting. It's just interesting how these games play, and it's like it seems like the players just they don't trust the ice surface. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
they definitely don't seem like themselves.
There's something different about the surface.
Yeah, I think being also 49 degrees out doesn't help. It should be the temp should be falling now, but yeah, it should be falling down. Oh, the videos we're doing today got pretty good.
Traction.
Yeah, pretty good traction. Oh, you ever done that?
What, the disc?
No, that get your slap shot radared.
Yeah. So back in the day when I played high school hockey, we used to work with the Rangers, and we used to do like a bunch of events that they had, and they had that thing where you can they radar your slap shot and everything or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we used to do it back then. It was alright. I think, what was it, like 40, 50? Somewhere along those lines.
Really.
Yeah. And we all had pretty decently strong. I mean, we were what, 16, 17? So it wasn't too bad for that age.
For when I was 17, I ended up going to a camp, getting my slap shot, like for a radar. Oh, that was close. But I got 97 miles per hour on the gun.
Oh, nice.
That was my hardest shot. The rest were like around 92, 93. And then I think I just hit it perfectly right. And then my second hardest was like 95.
Yeah, we weren't shooting real pucks. We were just shooting those little orange balls.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it was never gonna grab that much heat, no matter what we did. So
No, like it was like prohibitions. If people know what the guy who did prohibitions, Jeff Serwick. I think it was like a camp or something in the area for high schoolers, and I did that. Signed up for that clinic, and yeah, it was fun though. Just seeing that that four corners shooting accuracy is a little harder than people. Like it's so much harder when you do it like yourself. Like, because I'm like, I would nip the corners every time, and like
I got 4 out of 6. It was tough though.
I got 4 out of 7, 4 out of 8. Ooh. With the when I did it, it was a lot of fun though. Mm-hmm. Once I kept doing it, I kind of started getting it down. I did do one time I got 4 for 4, but that was the only time I got 4 for 4.
Yeah, we used to do all those events, and it was always at the practice rink for the Rangers in Riot Playland.
Really?
Yeah, cool. it was always over there. Like they use up like the whole parking lot. You know, there's like a little theme park. Nothing crazy, but like a little small theme park next door. So people would come, they go there, then they'd come over, they'd do a little hockey things. They'd have the slap shot. They'd have the accuracy thing. I forgot what it was called. It's been so long. But yeah, we had a lot of fun helping out, because like for us, we got to do the event with Rangers. So we got to spend time with some of the Rangers. How you call it? And I guess we were really lucky and blessed that Brian Leach was marrying our phys ed teacher. You know what I mean? Miss O'Neill, we love you. Yeah, because she was an awesome, phys ed teacher. She was mad fun.
Leach is a good guy too, from what I've heard.
He was amazing. He used to come to the school. Like there was times that he'd come to the school. If I'm not mistaken, I believe he proposed to her in our library at Christ the King.
Really?
Yeah, like they closed off the whole library or whatever the case is. They were in there. We believe that's where it happened. That's where the magic happened.
That's pretty cool. Really cool.
And then he helped our team out. Like our team had just started with everything, and what he did was he gave us access to sponsorship. He didn't necessarily say, I'm sponsoring you. He gave us the access to the sponsorship. So like, he reached out to iTech, Bauer, CCM, and was like, hey, listen, these guys are starting a hockey team here, blah, blah, blah. They're coming out of pocket, all this stuff. Is there anything you can do? They helped us with our jerseys. They helped us with our helmets, some of the other gear. He even Alexei Kovalov gave me my skates, which was
cool.
Pretty dope as fuck, man. I wore those my entire because it's skates are not used anymore because he gave me so what happened was I learned how to play hockey really late in life. So I literally started in high school. So I was learning how to play. I was learning how to skate. I was putting in the extra work, the extra time, and I didn't know how to stop, right? So they used to call me Crash, like Crash Bandicoot, bro. If it didn't matter who you were my way, like whoever it was, whether you were the coach, you were the referees, the other team, my team, just get out of my way. I was gonna crash into anybody. But then my coach, Pat Bowler, who is now with one of the coaches on the Hartford Wolfpack, how you call it, he actually was talking to somebody there about the scenario, about my difficulties learning how to stop, and they were able to pinpoint what the issue was. They kind of called it, I guess, like having weak or too flexible of ankles. And
were you ankle bending? Like you just didn't.
So, my ankles aren't stiff enough. If that makes sense, like when you stop, they have to stiffen up.
Yeah.
Like I was a professional cyclist before I was playing hockey. I played football. I played basketball. I had to have flexible and very agile ankles, but it wouldn't support trying to stop. So I believe my coach was talking to Alexei Kovalov about it. However, whatever the reason was that they were in the same place, and Alexei Kovalov said, here. He gave him his skates, which he gave to me, and he told him a trick. He told him tape above the ankle. After he puts on the skates, tape above the ankle. After that, it took me a week and a half to learn how to stop. That was it. Yeah, that was it.
That's a pretty cool story, though.
Yeah, and then I rocked those literally until I think it was halfway through my senior year, and then finally, some of the eyelids broke, so I had to get new ones. But they were, like I was saying before,
you still have them?
I believe I have them somewhere in my garage. No, I mean, they're absolutely trash at this point.
But that's still a cool memento.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Like you have an NHLer's.
So what I liked about it was he didn't have your regular conventional skates, right? Everybody had CCM, everybody had Bauer, but Alexei Kovalov was one of those flashier players, right? He had Nike skates.
Nikes.
Yeah.
I remember Nike having a quick run of hockey skates, but I didn't.
Those are nice, bro. Those are nice. Once you broke them in, they were definitely the move for me. I love them. I even got, following that, I actually followed it up with white Nike skates. There
Let's
you
go, boys. Drive that to the net. Let's go.
Nice move.
Great drive, man. Great drive to the net.
Huge. I mean, you and I have been saying this since the first period.
Yeah,
Somebody got them the memo. Thank you. Whoever it was, thank you.
That was Hall driving, I believe, to the net, and then DeBrus finishing that off here. Look at this drive by Hall here. This is what you need, right? Just take it right to the net, backhand, and DeBrus gets the garbage. That's what you need to do. That's DeBrus' second goal of the night. It doesn't have to be pretty. It doesn't have to be pretty, boys. Good stuff.
There you go.
DeBrusque is playing well, but that was all set up by Hall right there. That was a beauty of a play.
Yeah. So Nikes were it for me. I even had their gloves. I love their gloves. They had.
You know what? I know this might sound corny saying this, but you should get those like in a case or like some type of mount and get them signed by Alexei Kovalev. That'd be sick.
Yeah, that would be nice.
We should do that.
I'll try. Reach out to some people. Try to get that done. But yeah. That was I guess like my little experience to getting into the game, learning how to play the game and all that stuff. Like I said, I'm very fortunate to have had that because again, although
Next goal for the goalie goal.
Off. How you call it?
Oh,
good try. Brian Leach himself didn't necessarily sponsor. Obviously, I don't know if he could or could not or whatever the case was. But what he did do also, outside of just getting us the connections with sponsorships, was so all these teams, whenever they have like a home stint and stuff like that, they get special skating coaches that help them with training, things like that. So let's say they had a 5-day stretch. They weren't going to use the skating coach for the day of the game, and possibly the day after they're going to do recovery or the day before. So what would happen is on those days off, they're still paying for those coaches to be there because they need them for after or beforehand. They would send those coaches over to us, so we just had to make sure we secured ice time. And for us, our home arena was the Flushing Meadow Park ice arena before it turned into the nice arena that they have now. So it was like the old school. It was like the arena was absolute, like super old school. It was not a real arena. It was really awkwardly built or whatever, but it did the job. Like they would come over there and they would do the trainings like 2 or 3 days. So we'd get the ice, we do the training, and yeah, it was one of those things like where very grateful to Brian Leach for giving us the opportunity to get so much out of the game, and I think that things like that go unseen, because you hear about the Make-A-Wish Foundation stuff, you hear about the other charity stuff, like the bigger things, but sometimes it's those little things that help shape the youth of tomorrow. And what a block!
that was an important block.
Yeah, I think sometimes it's those little things that people don't know about that really shape the future of not only hockey but of just kids and people playing a sport.
I mean, I think it's nice hearing stories like that because it shows the humanity of some of these players. Like, I feel like sometimes with pro athletes we don't hear enough of those good stories.
Yeah.
But I've heard nothing but positive things from Leach. And Marchand just dumped him.
Oh yeah.
I don't know why the Penguins. That was a bad dump by the Penguins there.
He probably went for a stretch pass like that. Oh.
Maybe I'm old school. I just hate that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I would have eaten it up on the boards. No reason for icing it. Yeah, we you always want that empty netters to get that extra goal. But in this scenario, a lot of pressure on the teams. You kind of just should have probably eaten it. Maybe just rolled it out softly. Wait, who called the timeout? Oh,
Bruins
Pittsburgh.
did. Bruins
No,
did.
Bruins wouldn't be able to call a timeout. It was an icing.
No, they called it. This
Yeah, they can. Yeah, see Pittsburgh, because they can't call. Boston cannot call. That's the rule.
yeah.
So Boston cannot call a timeout after they have iced the puck. It would be up to Pittsburgh to be able to call a timeout. Was that the fake timeout called by Pittsburgh to try to catch a penalty?
I don't know. Good save there, Olmark.
Oh, what a save!
No.
Oh! Oh my lord!
Woo! Saved by the bell.
Oh my! Wow!
They're probably gonna review that, right?
I would assume they have to. It was a scoring play at the line of the buzzard. I mean, the refs clearly called it off.
Yeah.
No, they didn't review it.
It must have been pretty clear then.
Yeah. Respect.
That was some big saves though by Olmark at the end there.
Yeah, yep. And then one of the things I know you and I have spoken about this in I think a previous show, but in games like this, I think people also get to see the defensive responsibilities that people like Malkin and Crosby, have because they're not known for that game, even though they should be.
Yeah. I mean, like, Crosby's one of the best two-way forwards in the league. I mean, I know he's super offensive and people like, but that guy is amazing in his own end and in neutral zone. He's the best player of his generation. So no one's ever going to take that away from him. You see Malkin's ability. You see Bergeron. You see Krejci. You see a lot of these top centers, right? And Bergeron's, I think defensively a little bit better than Crosby, but offensively, obviously, Crosby has the edge there. I mean, you just some elite level players that you really get to kind of like in this setting appreciate how good they are on both ends. You know what I mean? Olmark with a hell of a game. Hell of a game today. 26 saves on 27 shots. I mean, DeSmith did well too, though. Like coming in, he did pretty good job.
I mean, all we can hope for is that Jerry's going to be fine and recovers fast.
Yeah, we don't want no injuries here. DeBrusque had a hell of a game. 2 goals. Really needed that. I'm actually going to see, because last time, I'm going to see if they have any, how long they're going to keep the ice open for. You know what? I can't because of my hip. Fuck. It'd be nice to go skating. Because I did that last time they had one.
Do you know how bad I'm holding these jokes in?
I know. Gratefully.
That's true love. That's true love. You're my boy.
For sure.
Because I was about to go in. Oh man. But yeah.
This was a great game. Appreciate everyone that came by. I mean, yep, Pittsburgh scored first, but Bruins got the last two that matter.
Yep,
So-
they poked the bear. They poked the bear.
So, want to say a big thank you for everyone coming by the stream. It means a lot to us. Appreciate the support. Thank you so much for subscribing. We're going to be trying to make one of these a week. Might not be just Bruins Rangers game. We'll find some other game of the week as well. I'm Captain Paul. That's Fajardo, and we'll see you in the next one.
Peace.